Hello beer tubers and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hobbits. Today, looking at another beer that was sent to me from Belgium, a great Belgian web shop with a great selection of beer from all over the globe. And today, guys, we're looking at one from here in Denmark that I got from Belgium. But this, guys, is from Mikkeller, and this is one I wanted to try that sounded interesting. This is the Mikkeller Raspberry Quadrupel on 13%. So this is quite kind of an odd label on this one. A girl feeding some kind of bird with a raspberry covered in, it looks like cream or something. But the thing about this is, the reason why it's very different is because it's a quadruple made with water, malt, raspberry, dark sugar, lactose, hops, and fermented with lager yeast. That's what it says here on the back. So quite the different beer for sure. So without further ado, let's get this one cracked and brewed. So I got the Mikkeller Raspberry Quadruple poured, and you can smell the raspberries in the room. It's a really nice, very dark brown, almost reddish color. Yeah, just like maroon red color to it. And the head, you can definitely see that there's raspberries in here because the red has like a raspberry-ish tinge to it, like a reddish hue. Other than that, it's kind of beige, but let's check out the aroma on it. Whoa, that's a lot of raspberry. Smells like a fruit beer. Kind of leads my mind towards Founder's Blushing Monk. And it smells kind of sweet too. I mean, the raspberry really dominates. You're getting some raisin dark fruit things as well. Some caramel toffee and sugary notes and a spiciness, but the raspberry really is intense on it. It's kind of like a sweet raspberry with a raspberry aroma. Not really, yeah, it's kind of like jammy because it's so sweet, so almost like raspberry jam. And I can smell the lactose too for sure. It's got that kind of lactosey sweet vanilla-y thing. Almost, it kind of smells like raspberries with cream or something like that, like a dessert, but just with caramel and stuff too. It smells really nice. Let's give it a taste. Cheers, and thanks to Belgium for the beer. That's raspberry bomb, all right. Oh, and then there's some alcohol too. And that kind of astringent alcohol aroma with the raspberry reminds me from when I was a kid, we used to get these fruit vitamin pills to take after dinner or whatnot, vitamin C or whatever vitamins it was. It's got a flavor that reminds me of that because it has a slight kind of acrid, almost alcohol-y, or not almost, but a slightly alcohol-y flavor with a ton of sweet raspberry. But very jammy. Like it tastes like raspberry jam with vanilla. It's got a velvety, kind of silky, creamy mouthfeel, but it feels light on the same time, which is odd. Maybe that's because of the lager yeast, and you definitely feel warmth in your throat. But the raspberry really dominates. It pretty much tastes like a fruit beer, more so than a quadruple. They have like a raspberry triple buck or something. I'd love to try that. That sounds crazier than this. I think this is in the same vein probably, but it's pretty nice. It's kind of like imperial fruit beer type thing, if you could say it like that. Also that nice sweet raspberry with, yeah, slight caramel tones, slight kind of raisiny dark fruit flavors without being too much. But there's some of that in there for sure, but it's definitely raspberry that dominates. So if you love raspberries, you'd love this. And this is a great dessert beer. And I don't have any ice cream right at the moment, unfortunately, but I should have had some ice cream around and dunked in some vanilla ice cream, because this, with vanilla ice cream in it as a beer float, that would be awesome. So, guys, rating-wise for the Mikkeller Raspberry Quadruple. Even though it has that vitamin pill, I mean, the only thing that bothers me with it, there's a hint of alcohol, and there's a little bit of that kind of acidy, weird vitamin pill, just because it tastes similar to the vitamin pills. It reminds me of that. That's the only beef, but I'm still going to go straight up 90. This is really reminding me, because I had this recently, but Founder's Blushing Monk. But this just has some vanilla tones and a sweet lactosey flavor to it as well, and a little more dark fruit and stuff. But it's pretty nice. It's again, it's actually a really damn good fruit beer. It's kind of like imperial fruit beer, if you could say that like that. And fruit beer is not something I drink too often, but for what it is a really nice fruit beer. But still, again, it's a fruit beer, so it's harder to go like super high 90s kind of. I haven't had one like that, at least so far. Maybe some like New Glarus stuff could change that. I've heard they make some insane fruit beers. So, guys, if you get the chance, definitely check out the Mikkeller Raspberry Quadrupel, a 90 for me. And if you can't get this bad boy, you can get it on Beer Jump. So, as always, guys, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram and Untapped and all that social media jazz. And I'm going to say cheers and see you guys in another beer review.